Right, hello year 8. Let's put my lucky hat on. Glad I get some use out of it. Wonderful. Right, we're going to look at, again, more on variation today and looking at some twins as well. So here's an egg cell. Remember you did this in year 7. This is a female egg cell. It's a gamete. It's a really large cell. It's got loads of nutrients inside it. And here's a sperm cell. Okay, we'll be doing about different species. And if this is like a chimpanzee egg cell and this is a gorilla sperm cell, then the actual sperm cell can't actually get through the jelly. It hasn't got the enzymes in its head to dissolve through the jelly, and therefore they can't ever fertilize each other, and therefore there isn't a chimpanzee gorilla hybrid out there. So here's a lot of more sperms. Remember, males release lots of sperms in mammals, and a female human would release one egg every 28 days, roughly. So who's your money on? Who's going to fertilise the egg? You've got 10 to pick from. The numbers are going to disappear. So pick one, and we'll see. Right, here we go. This is the first PowerPoint I ever made. Oh, 2's doing well. 4 is dead due to the acidic conditions inside a female mammal. 1 and 10 are going the wrong way. Oh, 7 wins. And as soon as 7 gets in, the cell membrane changes chemically and no more can get in. If another one did get in by chance, it wouldn't cause fertilization. There'd be too much genetic information, and therefore it wouldn't develop any further. So yeah, this is perfect. We have now got, there we go, a new life has formed. It's called a zygote, a single cell. Okay, can anyone remember being a zygote? It was happy times, happy times. Anyway, if this cell, this cell will then start to divide and form a embryo, and then eventually a fetus, and then it'll be born as a baby. However, occasionally, instead of it dividing and staying as a ball of cells, it can split into 2 separate cells. So it kind of like does that, bloop, 2 separate zygotes or balls of cells, and therefore that will be identical twins. They've got identical genes inside them. And just before we move on to twins, this is just showing the chromosomes that would be in this cell. Again, it's very much in a diagram form. But they're all in pairs. There's 23 pairs of chromosomes in a human, in a normal human body cell. There's 23 chromosomes in an egg cell and 23 chromosomes in a sperm cell, and therefore 23 pairs in the zygote, the fertilized egg cell. And they're the same height, same color, and therefore, here's a pair of chromosomes here. One's inherited from the mother, the maternal chromosome, and the other one's inherited from the father, the paternal chromosome. This chromosome here might have a gene, an instruction set, again we'll do about that more next week, that says, the mother says have blue eyes, and the father's instruction might say have brown eyes, and then the child would have, in that case it would have brown eyes, because brown is a dominant form of the gene. Okay, so we get instructions from both parents. Yep, and every chromosome has the same genes, apart from these chromosomes here. They don't look like a pair. They're the same color because they are the sex chromosomes. However, this is the X chromosome. It's a big, long chromosome. There's about 3,000 genes on there, 3,000 instructions for different characteristics. Whereas this is the Y chromosome. It's got a few dozen genes, and it's got genes for basically causing maleness. So this person's got an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. The Y chromosome causes maleness, therefore this child would be male. Okay, if it was female, there'd be 2 X chromosomes. But in this diagram, there's an X and a Y, therefore it'll cause male. So testosterone, the male hormone, would be produced because there's a gene for it on this Y chromosome. So yeah, they are male. So let's look at some identical twins and look for differences. So here we are. They've both got blue eyes. That could be down to chance. So when I show you the other twins, let's see if they all have the same eye colour. But these two are very similar. I mean, there's a bit of a difference in nose shape a bit, but I measured between the eyes, the mouth width, the nose width, the ear length, and they are pretty much identical. One thing that stands out as not identical is their freckle pattern. Again, there is kind of more there, but there's definitely like a patch of freckles here that's not on this one here. So they both have freckles, however, they've got different amounts of freckles, or freckles in different places. And freckles form due to exposure to ultraviolet light. Let's look at another one. So he looks a bit more grumpier, and his head looks a bit longer to me as well. Obviously, they have different hairstyles, but that's them just doing their hair differently. But yeah, his eyes, well, they both look a bit sad. But yeah, his face looks a bit longer than this twin. And they are identical twins, however, they've grown a bit differently. Again, the thing that stands out here, again, really similar, same eye colour. The previous one, same eye colour, like green eyes. This person's got brown eyes. But yeah, this person's got more bags under their eyes. Maybe they had a sleepless night, because if you're tired, then you do get these bags under your eyes. But again, very, very similar. Again, a bit of difference in stubble density. They've even got the same bow tie on. Impressive. And then this is the one that I really want to get to. Again, same eye colour. His eyes are a bit narrower than this one, but the major difference is this nose shape, isn't it? This person's got a wider, flatter nose, and this person's got a thinner, more pointier nose, and it's slightly off to his right. Yeah, that's his right eye. So how's this person got a different nose shape? Because genetically, they should have the same nose shape. However, this one's wider and flatter. So have a think. I wonder why he's got that nose shape. Right, that's the end of twins. What I want you to do next is there's a PDF attached to this Edmodo or email, and you need to basically copy this bit down from it. So just scroll through. There's only like 3 pages to the PDF. So this is there. You need to copy down the notes, and then there's a set of characteristics that I want you to decide if they are genetic, put a G, environmental, put an E, or if you think they are both genetic and environmental, put GE, and we'll go through on Monday. Then I want you to make a histogram of these data, and then so it says draw histogram, scroll down a page so you can see what I want, and that's what I want. So put a title down, use the margin for the y-axis, use the lines for the numbers, do 2 centimeters between the height categories. Again, you can read through that and then have a go at the questions. I'm going to sign off there and let you get on with the work. Hopefully you have a nice weekend. Take care.